Welcome to the Authors Quill, everyone.
Joe, I need an advance warning.
To what?
I need advance warning on that, Joe.
It's when we first time I ever played this, I'm not kidding you, the very first time I ever played this song, someone wrote to me and said, "Well, how'd they get them all in the same room together at the same time?" I was like, "Wait, what?" And they're like, "No, really, Joe, that's impossible. How did they do that?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" "Oh, Joe, they got them all in the same room at the same time." I said, wait. I said, "You really legitimately think that these leaders are all in the same place at the same time?" "Well, yeah." I said, "Look, first off, half of them hate each other." I said, "Some of them are just sheer evil people we don't even want to talk about." I said, "But it's kind of funny. It's kind of sad, but it's kind of funny too at the same time because that's how the world should be. Unfortunately, it's not the way it is, but it is. But it's good, funny. We use it sometimes for some of the other shows, some of the political shows, and then wait till you see Redneck Star Trek. It's anyway. We'll play it later. We'll see. Matthew Wolf, what a name! I love that. Such an easy name. No crazy pronunciations. I have had no 10-syllable last names and stuff from places I've never heard of.
That was my choice.
A good friend of mine down here owns Wolf Construction, and it's funny because his name is Matthew Wolf. He made his money after Katrina, like a lot of people did. It was interesting.
When you Google my name, I think it's Matthew Wolf. It's me and a golfer. I think those are the two that I
that's cool.
It's the only person that I run into contention with, but otherwise
don't worry. Well, I was gonna say, just don't worry. Eventually yours will be the number one. When it always bothers me when mine slips down to somewhere. I'm like, what the hell happened here?
Yeah.
Well, in the very beginning, it was like my last name. I was somewhere like 15,000 down on the list or some shit. And then it took me about 2 years and I got to number one. And then all of a sudden, some guy, he was I can't even think of his name right now. It was two of them. It was a Charles Montaldo who wrote crime novels, and the other guy was a monk who made bread. I'm like, you blinking kidding me? This guy making bread. I'm like, no, I couldn't take it. I actually had to meet both of them. I couldn't take it. It was making me crazy. But it's weird because when you use your names now, when you use organization names, it's different. But I keep I forgot the name of the app I use, but it checks across all of the major search engines. It lets me know where different station names are going, which different show names are going, which different host names are where, and stuff like that. Like I keep track of this woman up here on the top, right? Because you never know what she's up to, so you gotta keep an eye on her. And then when she's not being evil, she sends her poor husband off to do her evil bidding. And I just don't know. Poor John. He's abused, man.
So good to see you again, too, Joe.
I told you.
I already know. I know she's on top of it.
Oh, trust me, she'll get revenge. Don't even.
Matt,
worry.
it's good to see you again. We saw you just a few weeks ago at FanX.
Yeah, it's good to see you. Yeah, it's been a whirlwind for me.
I'm so jealous I didn't get to go this year.
No, you should have come. We had a blast.
I wanted to. Well, I like to drive. Okay, I don't like to fly up to Utah because it's such a beautiful drive up and back. There's so many pretty things to see, so many great skies to look at in between. But no, life had other plans for me this year.
Okay, next year.
Yes, just like my sister's still griping at me because I didn't go to FanX. I mean to Dragon Con.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I said, you really griped at me because I didn't come sister. I said, when did you just come back from stuff? I said, where were we? Oh, I was in Athens, and then she was in Switzerland somewhere, and
nice.
I was like, yes, I said, it's nice, sis. Anyway, so Matthew, how you doing, man? What you up to before we get into some weirdness?
I'm good. I am. Life is good. Just doing the two things that I do. I write books, working on the next book, and I just got back from New York, New York Comic Con. So it's been a whirlwind.
How was it in Crazy Land? I got a lot of friends in New York. They're all a little. Don't tell them.
Yeah, New York in general is crazy. I like Salt Lake. I mean, Salt Lake. I have a huge fan base, so I can just sit there and sign. New York is just crazy, and it's just like, I don't know. I mean, getting around in general. it was just a madhouse.
Yeah, it's a it's funny because anytime I go to places like that, I always get hold of one of my local friends because I'm like, look, I was like, how the hell do you maneuver around in this city without losing them? Oh, let me show you, Joe. And they make it look like it's nothing. I mean, really, they do. But you try it by yourself, you'll end up in places you didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
You'll be like, nah, that's okay. It's but we were in Gettysburg and we were going down to DC. And the guy who told us how to get there was pretty straightforward. Go there, change trains, and you're there. My friend said, yeah, if you do that, you'll be in Maryland somewhere. I was like, what? It's like, oh, no. So, yeah, it's always good to have a local. When you can get one, it's always good to have. And Salt Lake is great.
Yeah.
Salt Lake was amazing. Yeah,
plus, you get to sleep on Sundays.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yes. It is one of the few cities you can sleep on Sundays. Nowhere around here. Sunday is just play day here. So there's lots of noise going on. But Salt Lake, I remember the last 2 times I was like, man, it is quiet. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna sleep till like 3 o'clock in the afternoon or something. It's hey, look, when you can get it, when you can do it, you can do it. It's nice. I don't know. Everybody's always nice there. I mean, I've been to Salt Lake probably a dozen times or more, and everybody's been real nice, real laid back. I've been to Fan X 3 times because of these strange people here. And what do you mean, Christopher? What do you mean? Because she's strange, man. I'm telling you, you just don't know. I know her. You just don't know. You just know because she knows because I like her. Well, no, you listen to me later today on chat or listen to me on News on the Flip Side. Trust me, you'll know if I don't like you. I can be very rude when I want to be. Sorry, guys. I don't know why my phone's. Stop it. Why is this
Except nobody's rude when I go on the chat. Everybody behaves.
Yes, because I threatened to hurt them. That's why. So it's Michael. No, we're just talking about authors and writing and how you get to learn how to write and what makes you a good author and what makes me jealous because I'm lucky I can write anything. It's a good thing I can write my name half the time. It's I've always said, my teacher told me one day, she goes, you really understand this stuff and you could probably write if you wanted to, but you're so lazy. I'm like, yeah, I am. My penmanship is just so lazy. It's gotten better over the years, and thank God for a keyboard. And even that, though, I like to do stuff like leave out periods and make giant paragraphs like 2 pages long and stuff. When I'm doing comments, people get mad at me all the time. Joe, you don't know what a period is? And I'm like, what is that? No. So now I just put gaps
now you just speak to authors.
Yeah, so it's easy.
You need to write if you
well, no, in all fairness, because of people like you, Matthew, and other people I've met in over the last decade or so, I actually thought 10 years ago, if you would have asked me, do you know anything about authors? I said, oh, yeah, I know a lot. I didn't know squat. I know a lot now, but I didn't know squat. I can go to any place, any convention where there's a bunch of authors and hold my own, but that's mainly because the writers of the future. Because I've sat in on, almost 7 years worth of classes. It's like embedded in my head now. You know how you always read something over and over and over and over. Plus, I've had the benefit of talking to all of the judges, outside of what's going on there. So, frankly, I have. And you know what? I still wish I could write. I'm still jealous of you, Matthew, because I still can't.
It's never too late. It's always tomorrow.
That's right.
The best time to plant a tree is 30 years ago. The second best time is right now.
Oh, man, I wish.
Exactly.
And,
so, Matt, how many books do you have out now?
So I just finished the 5th in my main series, the Ronin Saga, which is my main kind of flagship series. That's that sells the most. And then and there's 4 prequels in that series. So kind of just like, little short story novellas in that kind of world that a lot of people, usually there were ways for me, everyone's just waiting for the next book. So I'd be like, read this in the meantime. And then I wrote a new series called The Realm Walkers, which is a high fantasy meets lit RPG. Lit RPG. It's kind of like essentially a character who stands for literary role-playing game, kind of Ready Player One character who almost video game kind of vibes. So that one's super fun. Young man lives in kind of dystopian future, falls through a portal, lands in a world of magic, and has to climb this world tree. And so I wrote book 1 of that a year and a half ago. And the reason why I've been kind of bogged down is, this guy. I know this guy.
I know this guy too.
And the myth, legend.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, good
Hello,
to see
my
you.
beautiful wife. Hello, Joe.
I love
So,
it.
Joe, I don't show up for the show once, and you now go Mr. Cash.
Hey, I'm relaxing, man. I just got a long day, bro.
Yeah,
No,
I'm not there.
I
to
was
look
just
at you
telling
guys.
Emily.
Don't
No, I was
show
just
up
telling
one
Emily.
time and look at you.
I was just telling Emily, I've done this is show 5 or 6 now over the last 2 days, and I still got 1 3-hour show.
I don't want to
left
hear
do.
your. I'm pulling out my.
I was
violin
thinking about
here.
hey, look, I'm not the one running around with
Look,
sexy blondes and
John
brunettes,
looks so
so you
nice.
better watch
Mhm.
it.
Joe usually has a tie on too.
I do usually
He
wear a
usually
tie.
does, except for
And
when
you
I'm
know
not
what's
there.
sad is? You know what's sad is? It's actually right here. It's actually right here. Like, we'll do it like this.
Yeah.
There we go. It's I don't know. Today for some reason I didn't put one on. It's been kind of weird around here the last few days.
It's okay,
Yeah,
Matt and I
right,
don't
yeah,
have
right,
one
right.
either.
Bust your chops to keep your manners in as an upstanding citizen.
Yes, yeah. Well, no, I got Emily here for that. Yes.
Keep doing that.
It's oh man. So wait, what genre are you writing in, Matthew? I mean, what is your favorite? Because I know a lot of when I ask that question, I shouldn't
Epic
answer quite that
fantasy.
way. Because I know authors, like to play around and stuff, but I know you
John's
usually
gonna be able to
have-
answer the questions better than I am. He knows the book fresher than I do right now.
And I've read everything. I just keep up to him. He's got until April to get his next book out.
I know. Everyone.
Otherwise, I'm doing my next show on the story that didn't get published.
Oh,
Hey, that might make a good show, though. Ain't it?
Especially with the cliffhanger that I gave you guys.
you know what? That's
I
a
know.
take a number.
It
There's
wasn't a
several.
cliffhanger. It was 2 cliffhangers.
I know.
It
And
was
I
like-
announced on the show to millions of fans the release date, so I have
Yeah,
accountability.
he's
There's
committed
no-
now to April. And
Give
that
yourself
show is
some
going to
pressure.
happen in April, so it'll be great. It'll be either a show that's going to like praise Matthew, or it's going to like
Lambast me. Just be
Oh,
yeah.
That's
I-
8
I-
months. That's still a good amount of time.
Yeah, I thrive under pressure, so I'll take it.
I mean, he wrote his last book and like he strung it along, and then all of a sudden, was it your editor or somebody said I need this? So he wrote most of the book in like a couple days.
Yeah, I wrote
Wow.
all Sky Thief in 30 days, and then I wrote book 5. Even though book 5 doesn't seem like it, I wrote book 5 in 2 months. So
yeah,
like,
Ronin Saga, that's a long book, and there's a lot of stuff happening there. And it was after what? How many years? How many decades did you go between 4 and 5?
4 years.
Yeah, it was crazy because he has so many subplots happening there to keep it all together. And we talked about how it's all in his head.
And a Google document that if ever got deleted, I would probably just give up. But mostly in my head.
It's always good to back it up when you can. I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with backing up, man. It's always a good thing to have, especially when you get it in your head. But I mean, look, most people's memories are pretty good, unless you had bad habits or something. But
No, it's
I
pretty
had a great interview. I did another podcast interview today with the president of the Publishers Association for India. And so he wants to get Writers of the Future being applied in all the schools there. And they've got you said it was like 230 million kids in schools there in India.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
We're going to have to hire some more slushers.
But he's all excited about the contest. And I told him because I've had 3 people from India. I had Bagashri, who's been a guest, and then Nev Marchant, who's Indian, and then Magna Pant, who is the most award-winning author there in India. And so if I can put it together, which we talk about when I get home, Emily, on we've been invited to the their big book fairs in February. But they want to give us they say if you get a booth, then we'll put you in all these different events and all kinds of stuff there. And the president wants to tour me around, and we can have us speaking from the stage, talking about the contest, and do lots of stuff to promote the contest to all the students there. So that could be pretty exciting.
That's super exciting. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a huge connection.
And then I also met the kids. There's a very famous French artist by the name of Mobius. And he was in the 60s. He was one of the founding judges for the Illustrators of the Future. And he
just
passed
some
away.
artist named Mobius. I mean, that guy's got some serious cred. Like he did the original storyboard for Tron film, Alien, Blade Runner, the original Dune, the early storyboards for it. So the guy's big time.
Yeah. So I didn't really know him. So I met his kids, and they're just such fun people. They're French, very French. We had so much fun on the interview talking about their dad and stories about him. And there's the magazine that's the what's the one that Rob Pryor now is part
Heavy
owner of.
Metal.
Heavy Metal. He was one of the creators of Heavy Metal.
Wow.
So
Interesting.
yeah, he's just amazing in what he did and the type of art that he did. So it was great seeing him. Then I showed him the illustration he did for Writers of the Future back in volume 4, and they said they're not sure. They're going to check it and see if in the archives that they've got it there or not. But that was a very fun interview too, doing that. And then tomorrow, I'm hopefully going to be able to meet and interview the president of the Science Fiction and Fantasy Publishers Association in the Philippines, so we can talk about getting the contest involved there. So the contest is so well received that it's very, very exciting talking to people about it. So, and it's just the fact that we have all these great guests as on the podcast, and that it's grown so much, because I don't know how many people listen to it today, Joe, but last week it was 3.4 million people, which was just like way cool.
Yeah, I haven't really actually looked yet today. I've been
I figured until later on.
Well,
he's busy playing with the lightsaber there.
Well, no, I always had the lightsaber with me. So
he's always playing with that.
Yeah, I actually had gotten one for Emily, but somebody else conned me out of it. So
what?
Shit. Yeah,
you didn't tell me that.
He was only this tall, and he suckered me. Okay. He goes. He said, "I said, no, I got that for a friend of mine out in LA. When I grab it, bring it to him as a surprise." It's like, it was Kylo Ren's, and he's like, "Oh no, but Big Joe, I need this to fight off monsters." I'm like, "Don't." Then he gives me the eyes. I'm like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "Here, just take it." just that's the only thing else while you're in my studio. No, Big Joe. I'm like, "Get out of here, man. Just get out." All the grandkids call me Big Joe. I have no idea why, actually. But, I think that's from my stepkid, because that's what they call me. It was weird, but something like, "Here, take it." That was because he usually sends me, the guy who we do them with. He usually sends me one a year for my personal thing, and then he's whatever he gives away online. So Matthew, you can get them. Us three, you can't really get them because we're all affiliated with the network. Right? But see, you can get one. He gives away every year 30 or 40 of them. And I'm telling you what, the Kylo Ren is $900. Well, last year it was $999. I can only imagine what it is this year. It's makes all them weird sounds, and all you touch somebody's, and you can get it with the glass or the fighter tube, which I'd have to get the fighter tube for Emily because she'd probably be beating John with it. John, I got you now, buddy. I can see
He's all the way in Europe.
No,
too far to get to.
Man, see, that's the bad part is, I ought to call him. I wonder if it'd be too big for him to bring back. Never mind. Anyway, enough about all of that. So John's having fun. Emily had some weird look on her face earlier, John. I was getting scared. It was like kind of had that gray alien thing going on, but I don't know. So Matthew, where you headed next? I have to pick at these guys because I don't get to see them that often, especially together. So where you headed now? What are you up to? What's your next big adventure?
I don't have any cons for a while, thankfully. I don't have any book signings until Seattle, which Emerald City Comic Con, I think, is in March. And then after that, Chicago in April, then Phoenix in June, and then back to the same circuit of 12 books. I need to buckle down and write. I have a narrator who's big time fancy narrator, and he needs Sky Thief 2. So I finished that. Oh. It's the second in my series, and so I need to edit it. He actually needs it in 2 days, but
joy.
Yeah, so I'm on page 80 out of 220.
Wow.
Out of editing. The book's done.
Yeah.
So most likely we're going to find a way to push it back. He's actually a big author himself. He wrote a series that's it's also a New York Times bestseller. That's done really well in the fantasy world, and he's also a game creator, and he's super popular. Anyway, he's so popular that he's going on this whole book tour signing thing when I'm on hiatus, So he's like, we have to kick the can down the road probably if I can't get to him in the next day. So my plan is to be writing over the next 2-3 months. I just got to I have to continue the series. I have to get in April, book 6. I have to John's holding me accountable, and I have to get, so I have 2 books I'll be working on.
So does oh, sorry, let me just back over here. Does writing give you like a relaxed feeling? Do you get like calmness from it? I'm just curious because I know it's different from every author I've talked to, but you know, some of y'all seem to get very relaxed when you're in writing mode, unless it's something exciting and there's kind of a relaxation, but an anticipation with it as well. So,
good question. It definitely, like when there's a deadline, obviously, like prior to the moment of writing, once I'm in the moment, in the back of my mind, when I'm like, oh, there's 12 days, there's 10 days, you can't help but kind of feel like, you know, the buzzer's about to go off and that last shot on the clock. So there's a little bit of that kind of like my fingers feel like they're typing faster. But when I dive into it, especially after it takes me about a week or 2 to get into the flow, the world fades away. You know, you probably heard it a million times, but like and emotionally, I'd say it's very relaxing and I just mimic the scenes. Like there's some scenes in book 5 where I think they're, you know, scenes where I cried. I'm like, oh, this is an emotional scene. So I try to, it's cathartic either way. I think
yes,
the biggest thing. But sometimes it's more, I actually try to put myself in relaxing scenarios too. Like I put like plants around me, and you'll see in my place, and I'll get myself in kind of I'll put ambient fantasy music on in the background. I'll light candles. It's almost like a whole like,
wow.
You know, I'll try to get myself in the zone. The candle thing is actually
into a storytelling, and it's just like you have to stop for a bit to catch your breath. He's just like
breakneck speed. That's a huge compliment. Yeah, I definitely feels that way. In book 1, I felt like the pacing was super fast too, but after that, I was like, book 2 is a little slower. But as things are colliding, you just feel like there's so many threads that you're trying to keep together. So there's never a moment where we're like, I'd love to spend a chapter and like have them in a tavern, but then as soon as they're in a tavern, this character who wants to kill them all shows up. You know, so it's like any moment you think it's calm, you're like, I have to be tying these really intense threads together, and it just picks.
Yeah, he's the guy's flying on his bug thing, and all of a sudden, it's like getting attacked with these arrows. Like, oh, come on! He's learning about his powers and stuff like that, and all of a sudden, you start seeing the kingdom of metal. Is that what it is? And he starts all those arrows and everything starts getting shot at him. It's like, oh, come on! And then it's over.
What
happened?
Do you outline or do you just roll?
Pants it.
Yeah,
I'm a pantser.
You're a pantser?
I'm a pantser. I do like the book as the series goes now. I was telling John a little about this. One of the main things I do, I see like every book is about going to a different city. City of Flesh was book 5. So I knew in that book, the main premise was this grand tournament, and tournaments are super fun. So I had no idea how it was going to turn out, but I just knew that like I wanted to pit them. My main thing when I look into a story is I want like the most like unadvantageous scenario to pan out. Like this character who definitely doesn't want to fight this character, well, they're going to have to fight. So that's kind of my like, what do I want? How do I take everything away from the character in the last moment, right when they're about to get what they want? But my main thing, each book is a different elemental city. Each book is a different finding a Ronin.
There's 9 elemental cities.
Exactly. And then there's 9 different Ronin. So book 2 is Citadel of Fire for the City of Fire. Book 3 is Bastion of Sun for the City of Sun, City of Water. And so, of course, though, it's not that simple. Like finding these legendary young knights, like they're like, hey, everyone thinks they're dark legends. So they're like, I don't want to join. There's like 3 or 4 of them now. They're like, nah, not me, bro. And then there's 2 or 3 of them that are bad. So they're like, you know, so it's.
But then they have this like, I mean, on that last one, there's like bad, and then all of a sudden,
is he good?
Yeah.
You don't buy it. You said you don't buy. Yeah, that one of the characters has says.
But then after we finished the podcast, and I read the last few chapters because I was motoring trying to get through it before we were on, and then I ran out of time and your schedule was there. So then I read the rest of the stuff and went, whoa. But then he was saying, he doesn't do the types of endings that, that have this, like what happens? He said, I don't do that. He doesn't do single ones. He does double ones.
I did say that I didn't do that. I think that I did it twice. I did it twice.
Yes, you did.
But you get the cozy. They're all together. You get the Ronin together, and you get that. Kind of,
I do, and there's more to come. I know.
Yep.
The audience is sitting here going, "What are these two talking about?"
Yeah, I know.
You got to buy the book, people. That's what this is. You got to buy the book, people.
It's an amazing series, the Ronin Saga.
Well, you got to tell them at least what the hell you're talking about, so they know what to go look for.
Yeah,
because they're kind of. I'm sure they're sitting there going,
"What's going on?"
So we've done enough Mystery Sam. It's now for your elevator pitch.
Yeah. Yes. So the story is, so people come by the table. So it's a high fantasy series, epic fantasy series, dragons, magic, elves, all that good stuff. The series is called the Ronin Saga. And the series is essentially about a young man named Gray. He's the one on the cover. His whole life, he's been fascinated by these legends that were larger than life. The legend of moon, the legend of water, the legend of fire. They guarded these great cities. So if anything happened, these elemental warriors would come from their respective cities, and they'd come together as these 9 knights, and they would take out dark armies. They'd replace kings or queens that were kind of evil. So the world both kind of revered these 9 knights as these kind of ambassadors of the world, but now they've become this kind of dark legend. Mothers tell their children to go to bed, otherwise the Ronin will get them. Everyone thinks that these knights that used to protect the land eventually snapped, turned, and almost destroyed the world. So as the story goes, they're just kind of the boogeyman of the world. The main character, Gray, loves that story. He's been in every tavern, every inn, but now the shadows returned. The knights are back. He walks outside this tavern, and out of the mist steps the Ronin of fire, wreathed in flames, the Ronin of moon, cloaked in shadows. These warriors are real, and they are descending. They are passing their powers on. So now he has to, the premise in why it's top 5 on Amazon is going to the next cities. So basically he has to go find the other warriors and stop this rising evil.
Yep. And the rising evil is pretty evil.
It's pretty evil.
I don't even know the root of it. It's like, and he does these, it's like there's different levels and layers. And so you go, okay, this is what it is. And then you find out, no, that's not, it goes even more sinister, more base. Just like, I mean, we met the dragons, which is I love dragons, and you got cool dragons. They're like,
they're epic.
They're definitely epic stuff. Like, so you find out, and then the dragons say they're anxious to meet, their counterpart, their little children, their babies. What was he called? The spark. The one guy called it
Little Ember.
Yeah, Little Ember. The Ronin of fire. The dragon calls him his little Ember. So they all have their little things. So you find out, wow, so this is special. So it's all coming together. It's building, and you can see it's building, but each sub story is pretty massive in and of itself. So you've got what? Number 5 is what's next? 6.
Number 5 you just read. Number 6.
Number 6, and then you got 7 and 8. You said you got 6, 7, and 8 to go.
6, 7, and 8. 6 will be the city of stone, finding the warrior of stone, and then 7 will be ideally the city of wind. And the idea is maybe combining the last 2 or 3 books together and pulling it all together in the last ones. We'll see. I get a lot of people who are like, just keep going, like as long as the books stay good, just keep writing.
Yeah, as long as they're good.
Yeah, just don't turn to that one that we talked about that became the soap opera that I just gave up on because it was like,
yes. Yeah, I love that's such a
going and build. But as soon as it gets to the point, okay, he's milking it now. Okay, now I'm done.
The milking was strong in that one.
Yeah,
it was strong. It's a childhood favorite, but you're like, where was the main character, and his level of detail. Like, I like being able to read a story and you can envision the scene and you get all right, you enter a tavern and it's cozy and it's amber candles on the windowsills and there's a bard playing a tune in the background. Boom, got the picture. But he's like, all right, I'm going to show you every single nail in every floorboard. I'm going to give you like cobweb in the left. You're like, all right, buddy.
Yeah, so that
get fluffed.
That's where authors lose me.
Yeah.
We need to move on.
Yeah.
Kind of keep it going.
Too, right? I'm character forward. So anyway, that's the premise, and and now to answer your question too deeper, I storyboard a little more now because it's 9 books. And because these characters have, like John said, there's so many subplots. So it's so easy to forget a whole subplot in a book, right? Like, for instance, there's book 3. There's a character that's really well liked. Or book 4, sorry, named Zane. He's this character that has the power of fire. He's not in the whole book. And it was like, halfway through the book, I realized that. And then I was like, oh, shoot, I got to add this character in. And then I was like, oh, that's going to take 150 pages. That's another book. So you plot, and then sometimes you just have to trust the process.
Well, what you did in the last book is you had the one guy, the plant dude.
Yep.
You know, he said, I forgot him. So he puts in a chapter at the very end about the plant dude, just totally on the side. So now instead of having one cliffhanger, he has 2 cliffhangers now.
But you got to see Darius, and you got his jokes. Everyone's like, I need some levity. And so Darius comes back. You know, he's Rydell, and then of course, enjoyable training montage for Darius's scene, and then at the very end, right into a cliffhanger.
Exactly.
Oh man, I don't know. Cliffhangers get me in bad mood sometimes.
I know.
It's a fire. I think give me a damn book. It's
as long as you write the next book, I think that's the main
as long as you write the next book, and as long as the book is good. I mean, because I give some of my illustrator friends stuff because some of them are really good illustrators, and you pick up the cover and you look at it, damn, this is going to be a good book, and you get it home and you're like, and who do I want to beat in the head with this book? And then it's and it is true you can't judge a book by its cover, but still, it
People
does
do.
help.
They do.
It helps us.
It's a wrong saying.
Yeah, it's because you can definitely sell them that way. And I'm guilty of it myself. I can say for sure I've bought some books just based on the cover, and some of them honestly were good books. Yeah. And some of them were
guaranteed when you get Rise of the Future, you've got a great book, and it's a great cover.
Oh, and you see back here, Matthew, when you get new books or series, you send them to me. They stay back here until we give them away at Christmas. So every year, whatever's up here, and so usually I usually get 2 sets because I always want a signed set and I want to keep the signed set. But everything, and I do give away autographed copies. Like these guys send me autographed copies, I give those away, except for the 2 I snatch when I'm up there with them. The rest of them I give away. But I mean, I always try to keep one. You can see this. It's always funny when you see this Battlefield Earth and then you see this one over here. This thing, I'm telling you, man. We used to use something like this as an iron in the Navy. They used to make you use a book to iron your clothes in the Navy. It was about this thing. It was the UCMJ, the Uniform Military Code of Justice. It was, but I mean, there's all kind of people's books up there. All of these down here from all different authors. A lot of these are from people who have won or associated with Writers of the Future, but then some of them aren't. Some of them are from people I've met over the years that's been on different shows that I host. And I got this guy coming on. I'm going to probably commit suicide before the end of that show, but it's 2 hours of Bitcoin.
Oh, 2 hours?
2 hours.
Wow.
It went
up. By the way,
and then
did
it
you
went
get that
down,
box of fear books that we sent you?
Yeah, I got them. Actually, I already gave away 2 of them.
Okay, good. Because it's being featured right now on Amazon for only $2.99. So we can do the giveaway, and then I'd like to do more stuff on it again next Saturday on the Authors Quill. But Fear is an amazing story. Yeah, that one right there.
Let's see. Let me get it where y'all can see it.
We sent you a box you could give them away as part of our October promotion.
Yeah, so I've already, anyway, for some reason, me and the camera's not having a conference. Okay, this one. So Fear, we had this one. We had the other version of John giving us. So these are going to go fast. And like I said, we already given away 2. We'll probably give away 2 in the next year. But this one here sounds a little on the dirty side now, people. I'm just saying.
Buckskin Brigades, we'll talk about that in November.
Buckskin Brigades. I'm just saying. This book got me in trouble last night, by the way.
Joe.
Anyway, it was
Joe.
one of those things, man.
Joe.
Based on some of the true stories from the Lewis and Clark expeditions, it's not
No.
dirty.
I didn't say it was dirty. It's just the way it reads on the title. And you know,
Yeah,
when we do
it's
the
a
news,
story about this crazy Louisiana show host, and he was going down the street, and then he was like, he got ambushed by a whole passel of like crazy drunks, and then he said, no, please, I'll wear my buckskins. And they said, too late. So the whole brigade area just came and just like took him out.
No.
This is going very awry.
Unfortunately for me, I walk around my herd of alligators, so I'm good to go. But it's
anyway. So I didn't mean to take attention off of Matt here because he's got an amazing stories that people need to read. But I just wanted to make sure that you receive the box of books that we sent you.
Yes, and make sure, Matthew, because I know we get ready to bring on the other guests in a few minutes, but be sure you give out websites anywhere they can find you, stuff like that. And like I'm really serious when it comes to that. You send them to us; they sit up there until we give them away for Christmas.
I'll happily send you some. Actually, we have some really.
I always tell people
he can send something to you, Joe.
Yeah. And see, the good part about it is anybody on here a lot of times gets mentioned because this is a nice size show. The show has about 4 million listeners, but a lot of times I'll mention y'all on like the show that's following this, which is the chat, has 5.5 million listeners, and they're all insane people. So they're always looking for some kind of new entertainment. And then sometimes I'll talk about it when I'm on news on the flip side. So, and if it's extremely deep deep sci-fi, it might get mentioned on UFO on the cover, but they're a little strange over there, that group of people there. If it's not UFO related, they're kind of like, we'll just say they're like the Angry Birds crowd. If it's not ufology, they're just like, no, don't talk about anything else. So it's kind of funny, but yeah.
We have these very special editions too. I'm coming out with. I'll get you one of them. We have normal paperback, normal hardcover, and then we're doing these kind of like, they're like going to be, I'll show you, there'll be sprayed edges.
So super nice. I saw that earlier.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. And the whole Ronin image will be across it from beginning to top. And then we're doing a rare edition, which I'll send one to you guys, John. I want to, when it gets here, it's the Kickstarter exclusive edition. So it's the metallic red. So book 5 is red. So it's gorgeous.
So can you hold that up again? Because that looks different than what I saw before.
Yeah, so we're gonna have, this is the book 1 cover of the Ronin, which was so each of the Ronin. I'll show you this. So this is kind of, there's 9 Ronin in the series, as John knows well, and so the plan is 1 for each one of the characters all the way across the board. Very nice. So it's this image, which is kind of it's basically nice. So each book will be a different Ronin across once you get the whole sprayed image.
Nice.
So it's been really popular. And then we'll be the metallic. I mean, I can literally start talking. I'm like, the premise is really good. And I'll be like 2 seconds into telling them about the premise. And they're like, it's a pretty book. I got the sprayed edges, and they'll like, just give it to me. So.
And what about the spines? Do the spines have anything on it?
Yeah, so we're doing the collector's edition there'll be embossed lettering. There'll be the Smith's sewn binding, and there'll be sprayed edge on that side, and then it'll be the square edge, and then it's going to be, I think there's like, for the collector's edition, there's like illustrated art. So the back you open up, the full illustrated of the map, full color. Front will have full color images, and so it's like, it goes paperback, hardcover, collector's edition hardcover, which I'll send you guys, and then we're going to eventually have the leather bound. I think I might have shown you a copy of that briefly. That one is I can't wait to get that one out there, and that's like 30 or 40 images by 3 or 4 amazing artists, all award-winning Magic the Gathering artists. So that one's going to be really cool. We're doing I've only been selling them at cons, but they've been kind of blowing up, and so
nice.
I guess I have to get book 2 out there, but
so where do people find you then? Where do they find you? And then your books are on Amazon and everywhere, but
the best place, so people buy them on Amazon. Audible is one of the best places for audiobooks. That's why we're like top 5 on that guy. But the best place now, because people want signed books, is mattwolfauthor.com, and it's going to be, and I sign them on the website and I ship them out, and that will be the fancy editions, which won't be the ones online. And the best part is the same price as Amazon, and it goes all to me. So
yeah,
and I ship out the next day. So,
That's very cool.
yeah.
Good.
So I just came because it's late for me here in Frankfurt, Germany. Because I have
Yeah, it's
another
kinda
show
getting late,
tomorrow.
late.
Shows again. I start tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock again, so I have to get up
Yeah. You have
early to get ready and going in there. So I just wanted to come in there and say hello to you, Matt, and see my lovely wife, and to say hello to Joe and see if he was keeping his etiquette in, wearing ties.
I have been behaving. I have been behaving all day. Thank you very much. It's, for the most part, anyway.
For the most part. And I
Yes.
emailed you the download and the images for the podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them up in a little while. I seen them. I actually played something else today. I forgot what it was, but but I'll send you the stats on it. I got them written down somewhere.
Oh no! So today's episode didn't air then.
No, I didn't have it. It wasn't up on your site, or I would have pulled it off your site, but it wasn't on the site.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would have pulled it because anytime, if for some reason you're running late and I don't see it, I usually just pull it right off of SoundCloud. But 349 was there, but 350 wasn't. So I was like, well, that's weird. And I just feel, well, I know he's in Frankfurt, so I knew he was kind of busy. So he doesn't usually, when he's busy, he makes that redheaded person send them to me.
Jason.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't even have to say a name. She knew who the hell was talking.
Yeah.
We're not mentioning her.
Anyway,
Well,
so I've got to
Yeah.
finish all my admin for the day and get that wrapped up and send it to the office. And
Sounds good. I have to get back to writing, but
good
yeah.
seeing you, Matt. Good seeing you, Joe. And
John, you stay
always
safe
good
while
to
you're out
see
there
you.
and crazy other side of the planet.
Yes.
I know how the Europeans are, man. They're a little whack, so but they're not sweet and nice like us Americans are.
Jeez. Anyway, good night.
Bye, John.
All right, bye,
Good night,
John.
Emily.
Okay. Why is this being such a what tonight? That's very strange. I was actually trying to send the invite to our next guest, but for some reason it won't give me a send button.
That's odd.
That is very odd, actually. I don't know what's actually causing that. It's what the hell, computer? What the hell that's even about? Sometimes these computers just want to do whatever the hell they want to do, but still, that doesn't make any sense. It usually works a little better than that. Jeremy, don't ask me if I knew I'd already fixed it. It's we might go to break and fiddle with it. I have no idea.
Yeah, and I'd love to repost this all. So if you guys want to,
oh yeah, it now. So it posts when we're done here in an hour. It'll automatically post to all of our YouTube pages, Rumble pages. Roku has its own site. The television station has its own site, but that's through the Roku site. But everything else is either on YouTube, on there, and then you can find it on SoundCloud. God knows how many other archives that carry it in audio version. So it's total altogether. It's over 200 archive sites you can find it on, and they're just they're spread out. But SoundCloud's probably the easiest. It's that, and we use it a lot of times. But I mean, you can find it on Apple if you're on Apple and places like that, or Amazon. Yes, it's on Amazon Alexa, people. Speaking of Amazon Alexa, she's gotten a little cheeky lately, man. Me talking back and stuff, and staying on, listening for you to respond. I'm like, look, chick, you better chill out. I will toss you out in the bayou. That'll be the end of you for once and for all. But I got a bayou in my backyard. That's how we get rid of people we don't like around here. We send them on the bayou vacation. And you got to keep them alligators fed. You don't want them up in your yard eating your chihuahuas and stuff.
That's what you said. You got your alligators.
Oh yeah,
because I have two chihuahuas and I
gotta protect Lola.
That's right. Fiona and Lola, Princess Fiona, wherever she's hiding. I'm surprised she's not in here.
So you guys
okay.
Yeah. So you have another guest coming on?
We're supposed to. If I can find a send button, I might have to send it to. I might have to send it to Emily because it's not. I don't
send it to Carmen.
Carmen's doing something. Tell her what Carmen's doing.
Okay.
He's off in Neverland somewhere. I love Carmen, but he gets busy. He's like us. He don't like to sit still. He's one of them guys, and when God says, "What have you been doing for the last couple of decades?" Man, I've been busy, dude. Let me tell you what. My hands on the devil's workshop. Damn, I can't even speak today. One more time. Let's try it like this. and maybe it'll let us do this. I've never seen it do this before, though. This is just it's not gonna. Oh, speaking on, it's completely side note to both of y'all. So one of the news stories we carried last night was these 4 people went up to these. They're dressed in all kind of horrible costumes and were trying to break into somebody's house. It was kind of creepy, horrible, and funny all at the same time.
That was over in New Orleans?
No, that was on national news. It was a story we carried on News on the Flip Side last night. It was a story somebody sent us. I was like, I'm thinking the whole time. I said, "Oh, you want me to open the door, really?" I said, "I'm gonna introduce you to Martha if I open the door. You're not gonna enjoy it." Martha said, "You know what? I can't say on this show, but she's not friendly, man. She's very, very aggressive. she might have something to say about you beating on the door." And I guess it's just not gonna give me this. This is ridiculous. I have never ever seen this ever happen before. Okay, well, it wants to be a problem, I guess. And everything else is working fine too. All the rest of the emails working. Nothing else is. Just for some reason, this one particular. Maybe if I do this a different way, maybe we can cheat.
So Matt, John also reposts this on his Facebook page, but I guess after he gets up tomorrow. But if you can't find it, you'll probably find a link at his page.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, I'll let you guys go then. I'll have to, but let me know. Yeah, just however you want. I love to send it out and hype it up.
Great.
So thank you guys. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Thank you. Anytime, just let Carmen know we're always here doing something.
I love it. I love it. I'm always here to chat. You can tell, like, get me on a tangent. I will rant away and chatting with you guys. Sweet.
Awesome. Very good talking to you.
Chatting you too. See you, Emily. See you, Joe.
Okay.
Nice talking to you, Matthew. Okay. What? Well, I'm just losing all kind of stuff on this thing today, man. This is just. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone or something. It's like,
Why don't you close your email and open back up? Should I sing a song while we're waiting? Just kidding, because you'll lose all your subscribers if I do that.
No, yeah. And what kind of song were you planning on sending? Oh man, that's just a scary thought there. Oh guys, she's sweeter than she looks. I'm telling you, don't worry about it. I know she can be kind of scary sometimes, but
I'm not scary.
It's I don't know. A guy said she's very intimidating. What's your name? You want me to bring her here? You can come on here and talk to her. Oh, people, we got some weirdos watching today. Y'all must be left over from last night, huh? We had a very strange, how can I say this? We just had a very strange crowd last night. I don't want to say any more than that.
All right.
They were getting into topics that were not allowed. Even on that show, they weren't allowed.
Wow.
I was like, nope, can't talk about that. Sorry. Why won't it just won't let me see the bottom of the screen is what it's doing.
Why don't you play your other video while you sort it out?
Yeah, I'm gonna toss this on for a minute. Actually, there's 2 of these. They come back to back, guys. So this is Redneck Star Trek, Beam Me Up Bubba. This is TOS. This is the original Star Trek, and then Generations follows it. So anyway, let me toss this on the screen.
Do I need to brace myself for some more AI wonky stuff?
It's
yes, I do. Okay. I'm
oh
my gosh.
Okay, let me put it on big screen so everybody can see it. Okay, ladies. Whoops, I had it on big screen, I guess. Oh no, there it goes. Okay. Look at Spock. Look, he looks good, man. He's sexy looking. Guy's drinking his hand. He's drinking iced tea, by the way. Not no bourbon or nothing. I know you evil people out there think it's Spock's drinking bourbon or something. But
I'm sure they entered that into AI in the prompt. Make sure he's drinking iced tea.
Look at them tattoos, man. Spock's all tatted up. He's into them tats. All right, y'all can take a listen to Here We Go. And welcome. Hey, what happened?
I don't know. It blew up. It blew itself up.
Did y'all blow up Bubba? Come on, what happened to Bubba, people? Y'all got Emily drinking over there, man.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, here's my Whole Foods water. I shouldn't have taken a sip as soon as I saw.
We all know it's in that Whole Foods water. It's called vodka water.
Man, I just opened the bottle.
Oh no!
But I just took a sip right before Captain Kirk with a mullet came on screen and almost came out my nose.
I know, it's such a freaky thing. Yeah, people, I'm putting it back on. Hold on, I can hear it playing and something in my head back there. It's we get all these weird things sent to us, and it's not as bad as the new pictures of the sombrero.
Oh yeah, okay.
I can't play it on this show, but that's unbelievably funny. I was like, no, man, I'd be mad myself, but still. All right, Ahura, closing things out, girl. Thank Who writes this?
Oh my
If you live here in Mississippi right now, $0 down gets you a brand new heating and air conditioning
Guys, we got
system.
this last one, and we got to get back to work. It's Jordan. Double-wide UFO trailers.
Out in Sector Bubba 9, past the Cracker Barrel Nebula, we're cruising through the stars in a rusted Winnebago. With cards on the porch, wearing flip-flops and Crocs, sipping tea, sweet iced out his warp safe mason jar box. He says engage while lighting his pipe. Riker shirts off, grilling ribs with hype. Wesley runs up,
Go Riker.
tripwire on his foot. We laugh as he trips and lands face first and beam me up, there's gators in the nacelles. We got Borgs in the barn and tribbles in the wells. We're redneck trekkers, just warping with pride, with a trailer park, starship, and a possum inside. Warp speed, y'all get. Worth chugging moonshine, wrestling a raccoon, calls it a glorious hunt under the redneck moon. Troy's reading minds at the a shower, not a goer. Picard hollers, make it done. Number one, Riker moonwalks barefoot, yelling, this is fun. Troy's reading Picard, says you're anxious and tense. He says I'm in a trailer, surrounded by nonsense. But he sips that tea sweet iced and cracks a grin. Says let's boldly go, y'all, again and again. Tractor beams and denim dreams, warping past them fancy Starfleet schemes. It's the next redneckeration. Grab your jug and sing, where redneck logic outranks the captain's bling. It's the next redneckeration, a blundering sensation. Yeehaw!
Oh,
Oh
Lord.
my goodness. Out of control.
Oh man. And you know the old rules, people. Any moans, groans, bitches.
It's like
are
ruining my
complaining.
childhood there.
No, Jeffrey, really. Any moans, groans, bitches, and complaints. You know the rule. Write to Michelle DeRoche. Courtesy of Michelle DeRoche. Yes, she loves when y'all write to her. It makes her afternoons when you write to her. Yes. She says she feels loved when you write and complain. Especially you people who write to her and say you ask her to fire me. That's even better ones. She gets such a kick out of those. Yeah, she feels the need to call me and tell me about them. Yeah, like the lady, what was it, Saturday night before last, screaming at me, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. I'm going to get you fired. And the other two hosts are laughing their butts off because they know she can't get me fired. But she's just going on and on and on. It happens. People
So,
get
were you
upset.
able to get a link to Craig?
No, I don't think so. We're going to try one last time. That's what I was doing when
Alright.
I had it coming back up when we were talking.
Oh,
And
okay.
for some reason, it just will not give me the send button. It won't go all the way. I don't know what the hell's going on with it. It just won't go down. It stops right below the folders.
Would you like to try and send it to me?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you both. Hold on. Let me send you his email. No, yeah, let me send you his email first. Let me go back in here.
Hello, Heidi in Boulder.
Yes, we have Heidi. Heidi, oh, hey Heidi, what you doing? What did I do with that? I just had it right. Yonder. Yonder like a spring Honda. Actually, Jimmy, I don't know when I'm going to Atlanta. I gotta go see my sister and my niece and all. But life has just not been cooperating, man. Hey, look, I don't make the rules. You see where it says private chat on the right? Emily.
I see it. I'm reading Heidi's message.
Look, you and John have psychic abilities now. I don't know. I'm one of them. Okay, that is the guest number, and then let me give you this. This is the studio. Okay. Top one guest, bottom one studio. Heidi is like one of the best cheerleaders on the network. Yes,
That's super nice.
Yeah, she hangs out. She takes care of all the shows and advertises them. Jeffrey, I will promise you, I will try putting Pal Talk back on this computer. I just haven't had time to fiddle with it, and because I don't want it bogging down the system when I'm chatting and stuff, or when I'm putting up archives and stuff like that. So, no, there's some kind of glitch on this thing. It picked up a cold a couple of weeks ago. I don't know what it is. As long as I don't overtax, I was talking about it earlier. It's probably just a RAM issue, but I unfortunately I'm not a normal computer operator. I tend to have a lot of stuff going on at one time. Like right now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 windows open, and they're all doing something, all of them. And that's usually there's twice that many because I have background stuff running for archives, but I'm not doing that because it's been acting squirrely. Because I think I've been overtaxing it. Either that or this woman from Los Angeles put some kind of voodoo spell on it or something.
Since you brought up the book Fear, we're in October.
Yes.
Spooktober.
We're gonna maybe another show, but we always ask questions on when we're going to give a book away. And one of the ones was, who wrote Fear? And we did that. Matter of fact, in the last giveaway, we on both books we asked who wrote them. It was funny because the last time I gave Fear away before this time, when I asked who wrote it, right off the bat they said L. Ron Hubbard, and the book got given away first time out. On this one, I must have got 9 different names. Some of people I've never even heard of before. I was kind of like, okay.
And
you know,
they were guessing that it was some random person.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna go grab one copy. One sec.
Yeah, what bothers me is because I always show the copy of the book. You know, when you see the copy of the book, I mean, it pretty much has
L. Ron Hubbard, real big right there.
I mean, there's Fear down there at the bottom with my fingers covering it up, but you know, maybe I should hold it like this. But still, it's pretty big, and you would think, and you know, and I've mentioned his name many times, so you would think, but no, they were. Maybe it's because it's Halloween month or something. People's brains are somewhere else. I don't know. But I know when they hear the title, they want the book. You know, I had a version.
This is another version of Fear.
Your way.
This is art that Rob Pryor did.
Yeah, I had that version somewhere. Well, I might have gave them all away now. Damn.
Well, since Craig is not here yet, did you send a link yet? No. Okay.
No,
well, since Craig isn't here, I'm going to talk about Fear since it's October and this is our most popular horror flick. So,
where is? I'm listening.
You know what Stephen King says about this one? He says, a classic tale of creeping, surreal menace and horror. One of the really, really good ones. So this is one of the books that actually inspired Stephen King. It was actually written in 1940.
Oh, yeah. See, there it is right there. Still in the plastic wrapper.
Wow.
It's hidden back there. I didn't even know it was back there. I knew I had 1 or 2 still around.
Have you read it? Have you read Fear?
No.
Oh, you have to read it.
No,
it's like real twisted.
I told John he's got to send it to me in an audio book.
You want it in audiobook?
Yes, because I don't get time to read it.
The audiobook is super creepy on that one.
That's good. I like creepy. That's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a matter of fact. Oh, I'm glad you said that because we're going to get to give this away soon. I don't know if y'all can see this, people.
No. Oh, is that the Battlefield Earth flash drive?
Yes. Look. This is this. Yes, look at the size of this book. Look at the size of this book. That's this. I'm not kidding y'all. This is this. Yes. Plus, this has all kind of sound effects and all kind of other lovely things that goes with it. So John had sent me this earlier this year. And I tried to put it on my TV, but my TV did not like it. And so I put it on my computer. Yeah, my computer's already got it. So I've already uploaded everything off of this onto my computer. Actually, uploaded on 2 computers in case something happens. So now I can actually give this away. And in the original case and everything, it's down there somewhere.
Yeah.
So I can actually give this away.
44.5-hour audiobook.
Yes. So we used to always play it. I forgot where we played it off of. Somewhere y'all had it. We played it. So this year we get played off this computer, along with. So we'll play Battlefield Earth this year, and then we'll play Mission Earth this year.
Really?
One's 44, and one's 48. So one plays the week before Christmas, one plays the week before New Year's. And if there's a lot of interest, we may let them play the next 2 weeks after New Year's. And along with that, there are other things that play too. H.G. Wells' original War of the Worlds plays, you know, the one with all the commercials and everything in it. The one that makes you think, yes, we are being alienated. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever heard it, it's if you don't know what it is, if you were living at the time listening to that, you were thinking something was going on. It sounded legit. It sounded legit. If you heard that on the radio today, you'd be like, what the hell's going on, man? Who am I calling? Why isn't there alert on my phone going beep, 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 beep? Well, we're spoiled today. Yes. We have these things. This is more computing power than the whole entire Apollo program put together like 8 times. Just this one little.
And that little thing is if you actually had a War of the Worlds program all of a sudden airing right now, you probably wouldn't have chaos. You'd have all the young kids running out in the street with their cell phones hoping to film something.
Yes, idiots that they are. Oh, is that a nuclear
Live
weapon?
streaming.
Streaming a nuclear burst. Well, you know, if you catch the original burst, of course, it'd melt you after that. At least it would go out. It would still go out. Let me see. Let me make sure. So, Emily, I just sent you 2 links.
All right, let me check it.
Yeah, they're in the private chat, so you can try sending them that way because it's still not letting me send them to them for some reason. I don't.
I didn't get anything from you.
It's you know what? I can send it to your email, make it easier.
Yeah, email is better.
Yeah, hold on. Let me copy this right quick. Frankie, you can if you want to see us, you can watch us on Roku television, on Rumble, on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Twitchy Witchy. Yes. Yeah, we're on Twitch tonight for some reason. Some strange person put us there. I don't know who that strange person was, but they put us there. Whoever's in charge of programming. I don't know who that is. Why would I know who's in charge of programming? No, really. Michelle DeRoche is in charge of most programming, unless it's my shows, and then I'm in charge of it. Yes, just to help y'all get that in your little brains there. Yes, I can be condescending. Whoever said that, I most certainly can be. Only if you irritate me, though. Okay, let me send this to Miss Emily. Emily, no, she's the coolest person you'll meet if you ever get to come to Writers in the future. Oh, that's right. I can't send it to you. Won't let me send it to you. Damn it.
No, I'm not getting anything.
Yeah, it won't let me hit the send button. I got the same problem with you I had with him.
Oh, it's just your send is not working at all.
Yeah, so the
Is
only
he
place
writing to you saying that he's waiting for a
No,
link?
I don't even think I'm getting anything.
Oh,
Last thing I got was from John. So look, I'm gonna have to do it this way. Let me go back to the studio. On the right, there's a place on there that says private chat. Look in the private chat. There's 2 links. You'll see.
Oh,
them.
I see.
Yeah. So yeah, you can get them out of there. I was hoping. I don't know why I went back thinking it would let me send it to you. That was just a dumbass on my part. What's that, Michael? No, really, she is. Emily's great. I just like picking on her, and we always have a lot of fun when she's there. She works like a maniac there. You have to lasso her to get her to have a drink. I mean, it's really hold still for a minute, woman. You might get
Usually
5
busy
minutes.
when you come to LA. I'm producing the event.
Yeah, she stays busy. And she's still a sweetie. Yes. And she has to deal with aggravating people like me. It's there's far more aggravating people there than me, trust me. I'm just one of many. It's no, they keep them busy. No, legitly, they keep them busy. The first time I ever went, I think the first 3 days I seen her maybe 5 minutes.
Well, that's because I'm setting up for the event.
Yeah. But now I spend more time with them now because they feel more like family. And really I do. I miss them when I'm gone. So you know, I get to see them more. I try to have breakfast with John in the mornings and just to see what each one of us are doing because we try not to step on it because we're both doing interviews. Yeah, we're just getting them out the way. Well, I do those interviews and then I do a lot of stuff. I just sit and listen to the judges and stuff so I can write different articles and things. Well, some of them articles get picked up by other companies and other news agencies and get sent out. It's well, he told me it was at whatchamacallit this year. Sorry, my sinus is just acted up at the Roosevelt.
Yes, we're going to be at the Roosevelt this time, as opposed to those. We like them
They're
both.
They're both
great.
yeah. I was gonna say that they're both nice places.
Yeah,
they're different, but they're both nice. Both hotels, everybody treated really nice. Had a good time. The only downside to the Roosevelt is the way they did their bar.
well, they're apparently
they're
later
live.
now. Different management owns that. That's why we're going back there.
Yeah, so because everybody likes to meet down in the lobby in the evening times, and it may be till late. I mean, you know, at least midnight or later. And well, they just had really weird rules at the Roosevelt, and then Lowe's was much more relaxed about it. Matter of fact, the only place Lowe's didn't want you to go after the bar closed. They had a little private area behind the bar where we used to like to go hide at. I say hide, there'd be like 16 people back there, but still it's technically it's hiding from everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's a good, it's a very relaxing environment. And well, I think the first year I was with them at the Lowe's, they had some big, I think the NBA was had something big going on, and they had a country concert going on because these two strange women tried to steal me. Thank God Emily was there. Lord have mercy.
When I left, you were still with them.
Yes, and then I forgot who else was there. Somebody came and saved me. I forgot who it was, but it was like, please save me. I don't want to be Candy. Them girls are serious. Yeah, people, y'all don't know. No, I actually like yelling. I don't have the experiences that other people, but I'm also a big and ugly, scary looking guy. So most people are just going to leave me alone and whoever I'm with. And then, like any city, it's the same rule. In any city, you never travel by yourself. You always travel in a pack. It's safer that. I tell everybody who comes to New Orleans, don't go walking around the French Quarter, especially the edges of the French Quarter, by yourself. Something's liable to happen to you because locals can tell. First off, a local's not going to be out there walking around by themselves. So, the thugs will be like, well, they're not from here. And also, it's the way people dress. Locals dress differently, especially if they're going to be in the French Quarter. They don't like anything exposed because, the place is 300 years old and it's nasty. So, the tourists don't know that. So they're all out there in short shorts and stuff and half of skirts and stuff. And guys are jumping up and down on poles and everybody's ripping their clothes off, which doing Mardi Gras is fine. But if it's not Mardi Gras, they will put you in jail for that.
Yeah. Are you going to be coming back to Los Angeles this April for the Writers of the Future?
Yes, I'm coming to harass y'all.
And did you, maybe your listeners who have taken the Writers of the Future online workshop, that free class with Orson Scott Card, David Wolverton, and Tim Powers. Yeah. So you know that we added some new content to that recently, right? Yes,
that's what I heard.
And, so there's new videos up now. From Kevin J. Anderson, Nnedi Okorafor, and who's the third one? Robert J. Sawyer. So there's some new content up there. So anybody, if you want more writing classes, it's free. You go at your own pace. It's at writersofthefuture.com. Look for the free online workshop. But it's amazing. I mean, it's
free, people. Trust me. I've taken it like 4
videos times. Like 15 videos up there. Takes you through the whole process of learning how to write a story. There's essays, practicals, and videos.
Sassy, is that your name? Sassy, where are you from? Oh, hey, no, I know who you are. Yeah, from New York. Hey. No. I've taken it 4 times because at the end you have to write a story, and when I get the story, I'm like, what the hell with this? I go do everything else though. Well, because you learn a lot. There's a lot they learn. I talked about this in a couple of shows, and I talked about it a little bit tonight in a couple of shows. I've learned a lot from them, literally and truly. And I've picked on John and Emily about this and a few others. I mean, if I was to take the course they do, I should call it a course, but if I was to take what they did and wrap it into a video segment, they'd probably make $1 million off of it easy. It's just the amount of information in that week it's a lot. It's more than you would get in a year's worth of school for sure, or maybe even more. And it's more than that. It's because it's the people that you're talking to, the judges that you're talking to. These are all already successful, and the best part is they don't always agree, so they give you more than one path because not all of us think the same way.
Yeah.
So they give you alternative paths. So when you're listening to all the different judges, whether it's authors or illustrators, you'll hear 2, 3 different paths, maybe 4, and it, you can find what fits your personality the best. Well, I mean, maybe you're Wesley Dean Anderson, maybe you're a Todd McCaffrey, maybe you're Tim Powers. I mean, you just until you really get in there and really see what the differences are, you don't know. And it's more than just learning how to write or to be an illustrator. It's learning how to deal with the finances, to deal with the press, to deal with social media. It's a lot. The social media alone for y'all is probably enough to go, because I hate to say this, but I find that most illustrators, and particularly authors, are not the best equipped for social media, especially maintaining and operating pages. Because people want to know who you are. They want to know what you're doing. They want to know what you had for breakfast if you post that. Literally, if I start posting every day, like I used to do in the old days, I'd get up, hey, how you doing this morning? I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, we'll eat breakfast. And I would just post them a day. My page was always 50, 60,000 people crossing a day. And for what? To see what color shirt I was. Matter of fact, I still have this on the UPRN page where you can pick what color tie and what color shirt I wear. Do you know more? Do you realize more than 200,000 people a week go there? For what? So you can tell me. That's why I'm wearing white today, actually, because 51,000 people said they want to see me wear white this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm like, okay. It's part of it, but every one of those is a potential customer. Every one of those is a potential listener. Every one of those is a potential art buyer or a book buyer. Every one of them. So you need to take care of your audience and let them. I mean, I'm not saying share your whole life because I am in some ways a very personal person. Some ways I'm not. It's hard to explain, but because I'm splitzoid, schizoid, so half of me is like, yeah, out there in the world, and the other half's like, don't be looking into my life kind of thing. Well, today, you have to be sociable to make it in the world today. Matter of fact, if you ever get to meet the group over at Author Services and Writers of the Future, you'll realize even the shyest one is still sociable. Yeah, well, you have to be willing to say hi and get out there and talk to people. What are you talking about, Kirby? What picture of what? Post it on Messenger. Let me see it. That's it's L. Ron Hubbard Museum. That's what that is in Hollywood.
what's that?
Yes, that's what that picture is. That's a picture. So they have a museum, and I've been fortunate to have a couple of tours of it from a good friend of mine over there.
Chelsea.
This blonde-headed woman, this Amazon we call Chelsea, and no, she's a sweetie pie too. But no, that was a picture that was taken. I didn't take any pictures, other than some pictures of some documents I wanted to look at. Other than that, I'm taking that's somebody else posted that, but I recognize it. Well, no, actually, so when you come around the top and you're coming back down to the bottom, there's a section on Dianetics, and that's where that picture was taken just before it. Yeah. I think it's a great museum. I think if you go to Asia, you should go learn about who the guy is.
Yeah, there's a museum about Hubbard. It's right there on Hollywood Boulevard.
And I always tell people this: if you're going to hate on somebody, you should at least learn who they really are before you hate on them. I don't mean you. I know you're not hating. That's not what I meant. But I'm talking in general. Well, you can't be famous and not have haters. It's almost exclusive. It's just hard because there's always going, especially in today's world, there's always going to be somebody who hates, somebody who doesn't like what you're doing, somebody who doesn't feel like you're representing them correctly. Yeah, that's why I can talk politics, because I'm a centralist, and I'm like, you know what? I can't say what I am on this show, but no, this show and News at UFO on the Cover, there's no cursing allowed. There's none of that allowed. None of that misbehaving that you see me do on Friday or late Saturday night.
The chat is another question.
The chat starts out. The chat is the show for insane people with insane personalities. Sometimes it can be very light and level-hearted. There's always going to be a section on food because there's always going to be at least a half an hour on
So
wrestling.
the last time I was on the chat, you told me that we were not allowed to talk about food, and then somehow that's what we were talking about for half of the show.
Yes, because you can't help it. You just can't help it. It's like a disease or something.
No, one of the hosts was sitting there eating a big burger or something. Remember?
Oh, you see, another thing, no good SOBs. It's what's it? No, Janine, we are looking. So real quick, since you brought that up, we are looking for hosts for both News on the Flip Side and the chat. Now, what's funny about it is News on the Flip Side, we're getting ready to change the show back to its original form back when I used to host with Stephanie Benetti. Oh God, too long ago to mention. But which in that show they had segments. So at the end of every hour, the last 10 minutes of every hour, probably about 8 minutes of the last hour, someone comes on, a host from another show, probably usually is what it is, or somebody's specialty, and they'll have something that particularly talk about. It might be world affairs, it might be something weird that went on that week. Like today, it's No King's Day. It would probably be that, or something like that. Just segments in there, and then the show is divided up, and then the way that hosting staff is also divided up. The chat is designed for 4 to 6 hosts. Right now, there's only 2 of us on it.
You scared all the rest of them away.
So one of them got his butt in trouble with the big boss, so there's nothing I can do about that. And the other one has some personal issues going on right now. And one of our female hosts is finally got custody of her baby again, her boy. So she's kind of busy with that right now, which I don't blame her for that. So basically life gets in the way. Yeah, the food porn segment is outrageous. And I mean, it's just outrageous, the stuff that comes up on it. And Amelia is just evil.
Amelia's fantastic.
Yeah, she's evil food porn, man. I'm telling you. Queen of food porn. It's Amelia is Michelle DeRoche's co-host on The Outer Realm. Yes, she's part of the network. She's on extended leave right now. Yes, and no, she's a good friend of mine. She's a Canadian like this Canadian sitting in front of us here. Yeah. And wow, we got a lot of Canadians on this. At least I think 8. And then I'm friends with probably another 10 or 12. Not including my friends in BC, which I don't count them because they're all insane. And they're not actually from Canada, they're from somewhere else living in BC. Yes. Who knows? Like Alfred Weber. He lives there. He used to be the science advisor for Jimmy Carter. He's a friend of mine. He's crazy and says people live on Mars, and that's where Barack Obama's from. So,
my gosh,
who cares about Kenya, man? I mean, who cares if he came from Kenya? He's from Mars. I'm like, whatever, man. He's the one that got me in trouble because he said something about we were doing numbers one night about people who have maybe seen aliens or had contact or something. And he said, oh, well, that comes out to 1.5 billion people. I'm not kidding you. For the next 3 years, I had people writing me. The Australian science community did a complete thing on me. Not an article. I mean, it went far beyond. It drove me crazy. So I finally asked them, I said, can I have rebuttal time in your book? And they said, yeah. So I wrote a scathing rebuttal, and they left me alone. I was like, God. No, I hit them with facts. That's all I did. I learned a long time ago the best way to fight somebody is with facts.
Yes. So if anybody was hoping to hear Craig Miller today, unfortunately, we haven't been able to connect with him.
Yes,
we'll have to reschedule him. Matt was great. Super nice guy.
Yeah, we could have made him hang out, but then I'd rather harass you anyway.
Well, I think Matt had some writing to do. It sounded like he was on a deadline there.
Yeah, well, that's how you make your money, people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Denise, you're talking about Nick Redford. Yeah, he is a 9 to 5 writer. He gets up Monday morning, makes his coffee, has his breakfast, goes in the studio, writes till noon, goes, has lunch, comes back, writes to 5, boom, he's done. Monday through Friday. He's got like 144 books. Yeah.
That's quite an output. It's like Kevin J. Anderson. We were discussing writer's block recently, and he was like, there's no such thing as writer's block. You sit down and write. If you're a writer and that's your job, then that's your job. He's like, doctors don't like go into the emergency room and go, excuse me, I've got doctor's block. And,
excuse me, doctor.
You got to do your job. It's like a plumber comes into your house and it's like, I'm so sorry. I just kind of staring at the pipes. I got plumber's block.
Yes. What is this again? I don't know.
Yeah. So, he said, you're a writer, you write. That's your job. You have your time, your slot, you sit down, you write. I thought that was pretty funny.
Ryan, what are you talking about? Oh, no. Where are y'all at today? Oh, I know where you are because you're talking. Yeah, that's it's author services. That's the inside of it. Yes, that's the library.
Where I am?
Yeah, but there's a video up. I guess a video. That's an old video. It's like from 4 years ago. I posted a video. Yeah, I can tell because they changed where Mission Earth books are. They changed their books themselves. They got different covers on them. Yeah. I notice just even little things. It's weird for me. It's but that's how I know what you're looking at is not what it looked like last time I was there. It's a great place. It's beautiful. Got a lot of good stuff in it. Just there's literally, not just for me, but there's lots and lots of pictures of it all over the place. Well, the winners all post pictures and videos. We post pictures and videos. God knows how many they post of their own. And I know Maliva is like a picture taking fool. Maliva, this young woman, Maliva, this sweet lady that works for them. I always thought she was the camera girl for like the first 3 years I knew him, and then I found out she actually did real work.
She's the editor of she's over our marketing department, and she
and then I had a whole new respect for her. Well, I didn't know. Nobody told me. How was I supposed to know?
She edits the Writers of the Future books.
Yeah. I always thought she was great for picture taking because she's just tall enough that I can see right over her head. So her head don't get in the way when I'm shooting. Like when y'all give me Chelsea or what's her name? Savannah, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Them big tall girls. I'm like, get out of the way. No, Chelsea's taller than me. Yeah, she's taller than me. So
she's about 6 foot, Chelsea.
Yeah, when I'm shooting pictures, her head's always in the way. I'm like, Chelsea, move. She's like, well, and Maliva and I we've been doing it, shooting in the same rooms together now for like 6-7 years. So I've gotten used to how she does it. So she stays out unless I'm taking pictures of her, which, by the way, I've got a series I got to figure out how I'm going to post yet. I was going through them the other day. This is so I've got several of the women who are involved with this in particular poses. Not before anybody says anything nasty, not poses like that, idiots. I just mean like strike a pose, like, are you looking at me? Stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So I got some up in the library, some down where the
illustrators do their workshop.
Yeah, well, yeah, where the radio show thing is.
The theater.
Yeah, so I got some in there, and then I've got them other places like that. It's I still haven't posted the first one I got of you.
Thank goodness.
Yes, that she's intense looking at that picture.
Joe, my power cable isn't working, so my computer's gonna crap out in the next 5-10 minutes. So
get your butt out here. No, you get your butt out here. I can handle this. We only got like 10 minutes anyway. So
okay, if I disappear, that's what happened.
Yes, she's possessed. No, everybody over there is nice people. I told you. You send John $1 million, he'll let you come get a table.
Or you just win the Writers of the Future contest, or the Illustrators of the Future contest. We'll pay to fly you out here.
Well, that's a given. We always talk about you got to. If you win, you can come. But if you lose, and you can't win, and you're rich, that's the next best way of doing it. Huh? What do you mean? Would he really take it? Probably not.
No,
but you could
no,
offer.
he wouldn't. You need to go to writersofthefuture.com and you need to enter the contest. It's very simple. It's actually free to enter, and if you send a story or illustration, you maintain the rights to your work. So we publish you. You get not only do you get prize money, you also get publishing money. So you get
prestige,
pro rates, so 8 cents per word of your story, and then illustration rates, and then you get published. You get flown out to Hollywood. You have a big awards event. You have a week-long workshop with all these best-selling authors, and then we send you out on signing tours, and then we put you on the radio with Joe.
They put you on the radio with all kinds of lovely people. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be at the gala. There's always lots of press there, and sometimes there's multiple national press there, depending on who their winners are each year. Well, a lot of times they have winners from overseas. Well, since I've been winning, their overseas audiences increased quite a bit. But and no, John, they fly you in from wherever the hell you are. Shit, they brought in Chris from Australia, man. I mean, that's the bottom of the damn planet.
Yeah.
And that's the one I call Mr. Blue Eyes. That's him. That's Chris.
I think he lives in Poland now.
Last I heard, that's where he's at. He's a lot of fun, but no, legitly, they'll bring you from wherever you are. If you win, as long as you can get a passport, they'll bring you in. I haven't seen anybody yet, and sometimes there's multiple people from one country. Well, I know one year we had a couple winners from the UK, and then we had 2 from South America. It's as long as you win, and then you get to ask any question of any judge that the judges always surprise me. because when I first got with these guys, I thought the judges were going to be different. I thought they would be, your typical hotty, snotty, F you kind of people. I'm doing this just for whatever reason. No, these guys are doing it for legit reasons, and they're having fun while they're doing it. I think that was my biggest surprise of all the judges is they're having fun.
Yeah.
Not
All right, Joe.
John
So
today.
my computer's pretty
Yeah,
much
girl.
tired, so I'm gonna head out. Thank you for having me, and thanks for having Matt on. And make sure everybody who's listening, make sure you get your copy of Fear. It's $2.99 on Amazon right now. Actually, Joe, you have the one with the proper cover. But
Yes, this one. So right here.
Yeah, it's good chatting.
There y'all go, guys. Now
And
I still
everybody,
got.
yeah, have a great
7 of these
weekend.
to give away. Yeah. So we're going to be giving away one of these later tonight, and we're going to be giving away one of these. We'll be giving away a couple of these, and we'll also be giving some away on this show next week. But anyway, Emily, great to see you as usual. So I hope you have a great weekend. I'm going to bring these guys out of here. She's got to get out of here if she breaks something. And that's an alien abductioner does that. It brings it out, Anyway, I'm just kidding. But thanks again, Emily. I always do love talking to you. And I always miss y'all guys a lot when I don't get to see y'all, especially since I didn't even get to see y'all at all this year. It's been kind of crazy. Yeah, at least I get to peep in. All right, you stay safe, sweetie, and watch some crazies out there in LA.
All right. Hugs from LA. Bye, Joe. Bye, everybody.
Guys and girls, we're gonna get out here. We're gonna get out of here in just a couple minutes. Remember, the chat will be coming up in an hour. Y'all can go over there and check it out. What's that? Oh, the Redneck Star Trek. You can find that on YouTube. It's all over the place. Just type in Redneck Star Trek. The one with We Are the World. Yeah, that's just put We Are the World led by Trump. It'll come up. There's lots of these little things up there. Lots of that we play. I think we have some other ones for tonight on the show. There's also Deep Space Nine and oh no, there's Yoda. There's one about Yoda. There's a couple of Star Wars ones. I don't know if there's any Harry Potter ones, and I didn't look. Or I didn't look. Check them out. They might be sort of the rings. Sorry. Oh man. Oh no, Denise, but we got to go. We get ready to get out of here. So any moans, groans, bitches, complaints, anything along those lines, you can please write to Michelle DeRoche. She's like I said, she says she loves to hear from y'all. She says it's the way she knows the audience is for real and loves her that if y'all write to her. So if you'll write to her. Heidi, glad to see you. Hope to see y'all after a while. I'm going to get a bite to eat, and then we will be. I have a sandwich. I hate to say this. I have a Subway sandwich in my house, which is, for a coon ass is unusual. But hey, I was hungry. But I'm going to eat the other half of it, and then I'm going to come back and do the chat. Jay and I will be talking about several things tonight. What you mean, the shutdown? Yeah, we'll talk about it a little bit. I mean, there's not much to talk about. We're shut down. It's whatever side you want to take right now. You mean the polls? Yeah, we'll start doing polls in not long, 15, 16 days. We officially start 1 year in a presidential election. We start 18 months out, but in a in a midterm election, we start 1 year out, which will be November 5th or 6th. So, you mean you want an exact date? Oh, let me go look. Let's see. So yeah, it'll probably kick off. So Wednesday, the 5th or 4th was when it kicked off. So the first show we'll do it on will be the 7th, Friday the 7th. That'll be our first show where we do polls. Well, we might touch on them over the next 2 weeks, but the last show of the month is Halloween night, so we probably won't talk about any of that stuff. Yeah. But anyway, we got to go. John's in Frankfurt, so y'all keep him in your thoughts and help him to stay safe. That was Miss Emily Goodman. She's such a sweetie when she comes on with us. I'm Joe Montaldo. I'll see y'all on the next show in the chat. Jay McNichols will be joining me and have some fun, enjoy life, and I'll see all of y'all in a little while. Good night, everybody.